I'm going to show you how to make coffee. Coffee? I've only made it about 5 times ever. Right, so first thing you want to do is turn on the stove. Turn it on high because you're going to be boiling some water. Because, well, now get yourself from your, one of these and you fill it with water. Alright, that's enough water. You know what, that was too much water, but you can always pour water out. It's not like water's hard to come by around here. Take the water and place it on the stove. Probably put a lid on it. So, you see, you got your water heating. While it's heating up to boil, you're going to want to get yourself some coffee. Coffee beans. Beans, that's where the coffee comes from, right? Okay. There it is. You need to grind them up with a grinder. Now, this grinder has many settings, all of which usually cause smoke to come out because I seem to have broken it. Now, you want to look at your, so this is for the grinder. It's got numbers on here, 4, 8, 12, 15. I don't know what they mean. You're going to want to pour your beans, measure them out into here, into how many coffees you want. I'll probably want, I don't know, 7's a good number. I want 7 coffees. So now that you've got your grinder, you're going to want to take your coffee beans, pour them into the grinding cover cap thing. You have, that's still too many. That's close enough to 7, right? You have your coffee beans in here now. Then you want to pour them into your coffee grinder, like so. Close the lid on it there, so you can grind the beans without them going all over the place. You need to pull the power cable out of there, like that. Shazam! Plug in the grinder, and now we're gonna grind. And there comes the smoke. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. We have ground the coffee, we have the water boiling. We need some sort of container and filtration system to get the coffee out of the beans that we grinded. We're in the pantry. This is where I keep my coffee filters. There's a whole bunch of them right there. You only need however many that is. Alright, so the coffee's all ground up here. Turn the grinder upside down to get all the grinded coffee beans into the cup removed. And there you go. We need something to put the coffee in. Perhaps a mug, but those aren't big enough. Here we go. This should be, well, there's something in there. I think it's got alcohol in it. There we go. Coffee. Cup. We're going to take that boiling water and that coffee into that filter and make it go into that cup. Now if you're like me and you don't like the taste of coffee, you're going to want to put some chocolate in it. Make it taste better. Open up this container here. Might be able to just pour some of it in there. Now we need something to drip the water through the coffee into the cup. So the next thing you want to do is you go to like Safeway, you buy one of these delicious soups, right? Italian style wedding soup with meatballs and chicken. This was actually not very delicious. I don't recommend getting this one unless you like bad tasting soup. Remove the lid, you don't need that. And now you have this plastic container that still smells terrible, just like the soup tasted, right? So, and I have already punctured a hole through the bottom of it in order to drip the coffee through, right? You're going to want to put the coffee cup in the sink here. Coffee cup's in the sink. You're going to want to put your, well, you don't need all these filters here, so you're going to want to, now I've got my coffee filter separated from those other ones because you don't need those ones. So, you take your filter, you place it into the soup container, then you're going to want to take your coffee that you grinded up and pour it into there. Now all you need to do is place this on top of the cup with the chocolate in it. Now we're ready to pour the boiling water into there and it'll extract the coffee and caffeine and whatnot. Hold on, I've got a text message. Go ahead and turn the stove off so that you don't, risk burning the house down. So you've got your boiling water here now and you're gonna want to pour that into there, right? You're going to want to take your boiling water now and pour it into the whatever. Alright, so you got poured the water into the whatever thing, which is now dripping coffee, very slowly into the cup. As you can see, the coffee is going down very slowly. So what I like to do, in order to speed up the process, take another filter, alright? How are we going to do this? This is how we're going to do it. Now we're going to take another filter, because this thing is incredibly slow. We're going to put another filter under there like that, so that we can take a knife. So we're gonna make a little hole in the previous one. See, it's coming out much faster now. And then place it on top of that previous filter. We're losing all our coffee now. Because see, the coffee is now hitting the filter and coming out on the side of the cup, which is not at all what you want. This is still going very slowly, isn't it? We're gonna push this down a little bit more there. There, you see I've made a much bigger indentation in there. Throw the coffee back on. Pour a little bit more water in there. And that should be good enough for your coffee. So let's see if we can see how quickly it's dripping out here. Look at that. Still got a ways to go. So let's just oh, look at that. Now that is a hole. So now that's got to be getting close, right? There's your coffee. Now just remove the filter. You have wonderful, delicious coffee. Well, we got a knife here. We might as well stir it. And if you feel any chunks when you're drinking it, it's probably not the chocolate, it's probably just the chunks that got by the filter when it fell in. There's your coffee. If you want, you could put some milk in it or whipped cream. No idea how much caffeine's in that. Probably a lot. We had the water boiling, we had the coffee that we ground up in there, into this thing with the filter, and now we have that. One thing I like to do before drinking it is finish it off with some nice, delicious, some stolen whipped heavy cream. So there you go, you have your delicious coffee.